everyone, what is going on? My name's Rach Live, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the most wanted DLC bundle for Payday 2, which is coming out next week on Tuesday, June 6th for Xbox One and PS4. At last, we're getting another console update. Didn't talk very much about the big score update back in September, just because at the time I wasn't really kind of doing much updates on Payday. I didn't really record a lot on Payday. But more recently, because I love the game, as you guys know, I kind of want to integrate it more into the channel and kind of become a bit more Payday orientated, not focusing on it because, as you know, I kind of mix up what games I'm in, but basically I want to talk about what's actually coming out on Tuesday, so you guys know, because I do get a few messages of people saying, you know, what DLC is coming out, do you have an idea when it's happening, blah 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 blah, so I thought I'd just cover it all in this one video, and it's only just come out as of today, Thursday, June 1st, because it's, you know, I record the videos a day before I put them out. Overkill released a status video talking about what was actually coming out in the update, and we're going to get quite a few heists and 3 new characters, for those of you who don't know. So what we're going to be getting is the Goat Simulator Heist, which was made in collaboration with the Goat Simulator creators Coffee Stain, because, you know, that company actually made a Payday DLC for Goat Simulator, so it's kind of a two-way crossover. So we'll be getting the Goat Simulator Heist. It's a 2-day heist from Vlad, and includes a few extra things here and there. Some animal-oriented masks from the Goat Simulator game, as well as the GSPS 12-gauge shotgun secondary, which is a bit like the locomotive. That'll be quite interesting to play around with. Next up, we'll be getting the Wolfpack DLC, which is 2 heists from Payday the Heist, Counterfeit and Undercover, which was on PC free for anyone who owned it for Payday the Heist, but obviously because you don't have Payday the Heist on Xbox One, that's paid DLC for all of us. Those 2 heists I'm quite looking forward to. Counterfeit is another one of these kind of cook-off type heists as you're seeing in the gameplay now. It's one of those ones where you can stay and make the product for as long as you want, so it's like, you know, cook-off, Santa's Workshop, Lab Rats, those kind of heists. So that'll be quite fun, and it's actually counterfeit, like fake money, so I'm quite interested to see how that heist plays out. And then Undercover sounds quite interesting as well. I need to play that a bit more if I have more idea of what it's actually about, so that'll be great. Then after that, we'll be getting the Hardcore Henry heists. So that was done in the collaboration with the actual producers of the film Hardcore Henry, which came out last year. Those are completely free. You don't have to worry about those for anyone who's kind of worried about budget here. Those and the next thing, the Jimmy character pack, they're all free. So the Hardcore Henry heist has the 2 heists, the Boiling Point, which is loud only, and then Murky Station, which is stealth only, so it's like, you know, car shop, shadow raid. So it's got, you know, something for both kind of experiences, both kind of players. So if you're more interested in loud heists, then Boiling Point's for you. If you're more interested in stealth, then Murky Station's for you. But if you're interested in a bit in both, like I am, then, you know, you kind of got best of both worlds. After that, Jimmy character pack, the first character of 2016 to be released, and he comes with the Maniac perk deck, Heather SMG, and just an all-round mental personality. I don't really see what's not to like about that, to be honest. But yeah, he's going to be free as well, so if anyone's looking to mix up with a new character, doesn't want to damage their bank balance, Jimmy's the guy for you. Following on from that, we'll be getting the Sydney character pack, which is the Australian female heister, who is the person I'm most excited to play as, to be completely honest. And she comes with the bootleg assault rifle, winged melee weapon, and the anarchist perk deck. It's more about kind of keeping in the fight and, you know, not having to take cover when you're in the middle of combat. More on that, like, you'll see when the update comes out, when you're actually experiencing with the perk decks. I might do some videos on the perk decks if you guys are interested in that. Do let me know, because I'm trying to expand my horizon with what I'm actually doing with Payday. So, you know, I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, so Sydney will be coming out. I'm absolutely mentally excited for that, so that'll be absolutely brilliant. And then new things they announced, because back in February when they did a console heist update, they talked about bringing out all the stuff that I just said, and then they said they were considering whether or not they'd be able to put the Biker Heist, Biker Character Pack, and the Update 100 Skill Revamp into there. And they have actually confirmed that those will be featured in this update. So, Biker Heist, that is 2-day, granted by the Elephant, and it's basically about securing the character Rust's loyalty, rebuilding his bike, and then acquiring some gear or something. I don't quite know what it is. It's like some technology thing. I don't know. I'm not up to date with everything in the heist, but it's basically the thing is it takes part on a moving train, and that's the thing that I've been looking forward to quite a lot, because I've seen it, you know, occasionally when people do montages of weapon use and stuff like that. They go, oh, you know, it's good on this map, and I've seen this footage of a heist on a moving train. I've been thinking, where does that come into the game? I've not seen that anywhere, and then I found out recently it was in the Bike Heist, so I'm mentally excited for that, because I think that will be really, really good. But alongside that, we'll be getting the Biker character pack played by Ron Perlman, famous American actor. You guys might have heard of him. He was also in Black Ops 3 Zombies, Shadows of Evil. He played the boxer Floyd, for anyone who knows who that was. So that guy. It comes with the Breaker 12-gauge shotgun, another shotgun, another secondary, or is it oh no, this one's a primary, I think. I'm getting mixed up completely. I'm an absolute mental person. But Breaker 12-gauge is going to be ridiculous, because it's going to be like the Jocelyn and the Moscone, so double-barrel shotgun, really high damage, slow reload, low ammo. but it's got way more ammo in it, and damage output is ridiculous, so I can't wait to give that a go. That'll be absolutely brilliant. He's also got a throwable axe, throwable weapon, which will be quite good because it's good to mix things up. I think that one could be used in stealth. I think it sounds like a silent weapon to me. And then the chain whip melee weapon, so that'll be good as well. But all around, I'm just quite excited to see what he's like as well. So 3 really solid characters that are coming into the game. So I think there's kind of something for everyone there. I don't see why anyone wouldn't like the characters, but you know, it's personal opinion. There should be at least one person that you guys are interested in. I'm hoping so. But let's talk about the big thing and probably the most important thing that's going to be added to Payday 2, the skill revamp. This is something that was in beta for quite a while on PC. Overkill basically wants to completely overhaul the skill system. I know they've had it for like 3 years, but they basically decided that they wanted to kind of mix things up, take some community requests, and just overall buff some things, nerf some things, and add some things into the mix. So, for those of you who kind of thought, oh, I'm going to run a build like I've got here in the gameplay, ICTV build, you know, the toughest armor you can get, I've got to go right up the Enforcer skill tree just so I can get the ICTV. Well, I'm wasting like 40 points there. And that was kind of the thoughts behind it, or one of the thoughts behind it. They wanted to kind of make it easier for you to get certain focus things without having to waste loads of skill points. So what they've done is, for every one of the 5 skill trees, so there's still Mastermind, Enforcer, Technician, Ghost, and Fugitive, but each skill set has 3 subtrees, and each one is focused on a particular objective. So for instance, being the medic of the crew, that's one subtree of the Mastermind. Being the ammo specialist is one of the Enforcer, but also having shotgun oriented builds, that's a subtree of the Enforcer. And the third one of the Enforcer is the armor stuff, so the ICTV, armor recovery rate, focusing on that kind of thing, keeping tough. So basically, it offers a lot of kind of flexibility, and in particular for stealth builds, instead of having to go halfway up Fugitive and halfway up Ghost just to get the body bags as well as 2 ECMs, you can actually mix it up now, and basically you'll have a lot more skill points to kind of, you know, put around and experiment with. As well as the Jack of all trades, that's one skill I'll mention just in particular, which formerly for us was a skill on the Technician tree that personally I just kind of ignored, and most people will have ignored. It's just, oh, you can have a sentry gun and trip mines at the same time. Okay, that's remarkable. But on the new update, the skill revamp, you can have any 2 deployables that you want. Bear in mind the second deployable has half the quantity of the first one, so you could take, say, 2 ECM jammers and 1 body bag case, if normally you would just take 2 body bag cases on its own, and kind of, you know, mix around with things like that. So you could take, you know, for instance, instead 2 medic bags and an ammo bag if you're specializing in ammo, but you also have specialized medic bags because, you know, the skill points are available now to kind of mess around with. You could take both, just one with a lesser quantity, which I think will be really useful, especially when you're playing on your own or with a smaller team rather than 4 people. So that could play out quite interestingly. And just all around, the amount of complexity and depth they put into it, as well as the fact that you don't have to pay to buy skills anymore, because, you know, you actually had to spend instant cash to get skills on console, like for the current skill tree. I will say, for anyone who's watching this before the updates come out, just before it comes out, respec all your skill trees. I don't know whether Overkill have thought about this. They might not have done. I don't know what they did on PC, but if you think about it, when you respec your skill trees, you get like half the money back or something that you spent on the skills. But if they update the game and we just get the skill revamp straight away, I imagine we'll just have all our points refunded. But I don't know if they'll have the foresight to refund the money. And that's not really something major they need to think about. I'm just saying they might not have done it. So make sure you respec your skill trees before the update comes out. So now that I've talked about all that, let's talk about dates and pricing. So the actual patch, so all the updates that don't include DLC, so, you know, Hardcore Henry, Heist, and Jimmy, I think this is included because they're free. They should be a patch, I'm guessing. All that comes out on Monday, June 5th for Xbox One and PS4. And it's not going to come out on PS4 first or in the US first like I did with the big score. Everyone gets it at the same time across the platforms Monday, June 5th. The actual DLC, the most wanted bundle, which is Goat Simulator, Wolfpack, not Hardcore Henry, sorry, Sydney, Bike Heist, Bike Character Pack, they will all come out on Tuesday, on June 6th. So that's when you can pay for them and get them into the game. But what will happen, no doubt, is they will probably make you download the update on Monday. And when you buy the DLC pack on Tuesday, it'll just be like, you know, the keys, like 10 megabytes to download. It's just saying, okay, you've purchased it, you own it, here you go. So I imagine when you download the update on Monday and log in, you'll see all the stuff saying purchase this DLC to use it. So on Tuesday, it'll be dead easy to actually get in and play it. Which is good for me because I actually have a psychology exam on the Wednesday. So will I have much time to play with this before the exam? Probably not, because I kind of want to get good grades. But after that, I will definitely be messing around, you know, experimenting, see what these things are like. and I will be putting out a few videos. I'm planning on, you know, expanding my horizons, as I've said, kind of not just doing solo stealth videos, maybe doing loud videos, talking about loud builds, all the different ways you can handle heist, because you could do, you know, a dodge build, an armor build. There are different ways that you can handle heist, and I kind of want to cover more of that rather than just be stealth oriented. So I know a lot of people on Payday don't like stealth. Some people just prefer to, you know, go in all guns blazing, you know, the biggest, the most damaging guns, you know, shotgun everyone's faces off, and they don't like this idea of being, you know, Pink Panther sneaking around. So I want to try and cater to more people in that. So I'm also do more challenges. I might do another episode of the Negan challenge, so, you know, stay tuned on that. But apart from that, there's a lot to offer here. I kind of lose track of what I'm saying because I end up just kind of talking about it and I get lost in the aura of DLC updates. But there you go. So thank you guys so much for watching or listening to this update. And I just personally want to say to Overkill, thank you guys for getting the update out. I know it sounds, you know, really cringy and bum-licky and stuff. It's not really the way I'm trying to go. It's just good that despite the challenges they faced with the console updates, because I know that, you know, that it's taken them a long time, and if we really think about it, even the people who really, you know, talk really bad stuff about them and slander them on Twitter, etc., really, if they had the DLC and they were ready to give it out, would they really hold it off? And I think at the end of the day, you've got to think about that, and most people who, you know, actually think about it will go, no, they wouldn't. They get it out, because even from a business standpoint, they want to get the money off it as soon as they can, as well as the fact that the heisters actually want to get the stuff to play on. But, you know, in terms of income, they want the stuff. They want to get it out. They want to make the money. So if they've got it, they will put it out there for us to play. There, sorry. So I think people need to bear that in mind, but the fact that they've continued to support it, even with all the challenges that they have faced, especially with Xbox's matchmaking issues back in 2015, that was a nightmare for them, I know that. Basically, they've done really well, and I think that a lot of you guys need to remember that. And I'm not saying that in kind of like a really, you know, telling off way, it's just I think people lose sight sometimes. They're not a big company, they're not Rockstar Games, they're not Activision, they're not Infinity Ward, well, Infinite Warfare, that's a meme in itself, but they're not kind of this big dev studio that can just, you know, snap their fingers and bam a DLCs out. It takes work because they haven't got that amplitude, they haven't got that sizing to do that. So basically what I'm saying is thank you guys at Overkill for putting this out for us. And hopefully, next update will take a little less time than this one has, because it has been a while in waiting, but it's been worth the wait, in my opinion. And I can't wait to see what you guys got to bring out and how things are going to work out on consoles on Tuesday. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you're excited for some more videos, leave a comment if there's anything in particular from the Most Wanted bundle or from the patches. If you know anything in particular, like you're a PC player and you know what's coming in the patches that I haven't mentioned. I know I didn't mention tutorial heists. There's a couple of, you know, introductions. So introduction to loud, introduction to stealth. If there's anything at all that you want me to kind of cover in a separate video, leave a comment, let me know, message me on Xbox, message me on Twitter. All that stuff will be in the description. I'll also leave a link to Overkill status update itself in the description, as well as the forum update that posted shortly after, where they talk about it in a bit more detail. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Live, and guys, we'll see you all in the next video.